Early in the morning,
What's going on, people? It's your boy Dirk, Topical Juice, back again with another video. And it's just a short video today because this video is actually, well, it's not old, but it's not breaking news. It happened about 2 weeks ago. And I was meant to do a video on it then, but it seemed to have got lost in the cracks. I seem to have forgotten to draw attention to it because once again we find ourselves in a situation, where it could have easily been death. Do you understand? We nearly found ourselves in a situation again where another young boy who ain't even seen the world yet. He ain't even lived a life yet. At 12, you ain't seen shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course in fact, you can see some hardships in life, but I mean, in terms of life experience and getting to just experience mad things, positive things, we were nearly at a situation where a 12-year-old lost his life. Now, if you guys remember at the start of the year, I did a video on the 13-year-old boy who was set up by his girlfriend and things like that. Now I'm not too sure what's going on with that, the follow-up story, but I need to do a follow-up story to that whenever there's more news, whenever the trial comes around or whatever. But I just want some more information on that because that was a shocking story, and this one truly is shocking as well. As you can see from the title, a 12-year-old boy had been repeatedly stabbed on a bouncy castle, which he was attending with his 8-year-old sister. So it was his 8-year-old sister's birthday party. So it was only children in attendance, and he was attacked on a bouncy castle by men. by men, allegedly in the late teens/20s. Now I think a 20-year-old got arrested, I believe, but I'll double check that when I have a look at the story again. But what? I don't understand. Like, what's happening in the world, people? What's going on out there? What's actually going on in people's psychologies, in people's mentalities? How is it that a man in his late teens or early 20s, whatever, has the capability not only to stab someone, right? Which I understand, if push came to shove, people could do, mad things. I get it, if it's gang related, if you're under pressure and you need to react, I get it, right? But when did we go so far backwards where men are now attacking kids? You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously kids dying at the hands of men, gang related, as I said, it's not new. It's sick and it's sad and it's low and it's disgusting, but it's not new. However, men attacking little kids at kids' birthday parties. What are you? Like, do you know what I'm saying? What kind of man are you? You're not a man. You're not a man. Now, before I actually get into the story itself and read a little piece from the article, I beg you like the video for me. Press the bell to be notified for all the videos. I'd really appreciate if you share the videos with your pals, with your friends, whatever, your family. And if you can watch it all the way through, that would really mean a lot to me as well. So yeah, I appreciate that. Now, what had happened was, right, is that the 12-year-old and his friend had gone to the shop, right? They left the party, had gone to the shop. Now, some stones had been thrown between the two of them and at lampposts, apparently. So they were just throwing stones between them, as kids do. And what had happened was they'd been wrongly identified as throwing stones at a particular house and a particular people, right? So when they had gone back to the house, two men had gone into the house, targeted him. They'd gone into the house specifically, had seen him, targeted him. It wasn't a random attack. They'd gone into the house because they believed that they were throwing stones at him or at the men. Yeah, a 20-year-old's been arrested, by the way. So this is a man. This is a fully grown man, pretty much. And they burst into the party. They ran over straight to where he was, straight to him. They punched him and kicked him until he was laying on the ground, and then they stabbed him 3 times and they walked away. That's it. That's what happened. These grown men burst into the party in front of children, an 8-year-old girl's birthday party, and stabbed this 12-year-old boy on the bouncy castle after beating him up, and then they walked away. They walked away and they didn't even run, they just walked off. Simple as that. Targeted, very specific. I'm sorry, I just don't get this. I don't understand the mentality of some people. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know if they were throwing stones at them. I'm gonna assume they weren't. I'm gonna assume they were just throwing stones together, or throwing stones at each other, or throwing stones at lampposts, whatever the situation is. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, they were throwing stones at the men. That's no good. Of course, that's not good behavior, but you're 12 years old. You're a child. Okay, if I catch someone throwing stones at me, I'm gonna stick it on them. No doubt, I'm gonna pressure them. A 12-year-old boy, I'm gonna stick it on him. I'm not gonna beat him up. I've got hands. I've boxed for years. I'd kill a 12-year-old if I punched him. So I will never do that. But I would stick it on him. I'd say, what the fuck? What are you doing? Don't do that. You can get in trouble doing things like that. Rah, rah, rah. So let's say they were throwing stones. That's how I would handle these things. I would stick it on the youths and say, "Look, listen, You don't want to be doing that, because catch someone else on a bad day, they could do, they could slap you, they could do something mad. Like, just be careful. You could cause some damage. Try and give them some advice. No one in their right mind is gonna then track them down, burst through the door, and then stab him. That's insane. Absolutely insane. If you look at your screens right now, it says the boy was attacked in front of 14 other children and his own mother by 2 assailants who gate-crashed the garage in Liverpool. Speaking to the Liverpool Echo, the boy's grandmother said the violence had been terrible. She told the paper they came straight into the back garden and went for him, punching him and kicking him, and then stabbed him 3 times. There was a lot of blood, so we just tried to keep the pressure on the wound until the ambulance came. Now, as I said earlier in the video, a 20-year-old has been arrested. So I just don't really know where we go from here. This person has to be getting GBH minimum, and the rest. You might not get attempted murder, but even then, stabbing someone 3 times in the leg. That's what I'm saying. You drillers, you drill rappers, yeah. Oh yeah, we only do chest shots, this, that. Yeah. If you're smart, you know that the leg has the biggest vein. So if you cut that, you bleed out. So all this leg shot, all this stabbing in the leg ain't bad, ain't hard. You're probably most likely dying. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless if you get stabbed in the chest and it hits your heart or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But getting stabbed in the leg is a problem. Okay, it's a problem. So to be fair, they should get attempted M. If you're stabbing someone 3 times in the leg, you should get attempted, in my opinion. Especially a 12-year-old boy. How am I even sitting here talking about something like this? It's crazy. But then again, I've been sat here talking about things like this a million times over. So yeah, shocking stuff. But let me know your thoughts below, man. I believe that the child has recovered and it's non-life-threatening injury since it's been 2 weeks as well. So yeah, the mum was actually quoted as well saying, "I'm just grateful that my son's alive and still with us here today." So there is a happy ending at the end of this. To be fair, when I say happy, I mean he survived. Do you understand? However, that is a trauma you're gonna struggle to get over anytime soon. At 12 years old, seeing things like that and getting involved in things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below. I'm happy that our 12-year-old is still with us. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the next video. Peace.